If you have ever spent a long afternoon wrestling with siding cuts on a makeshift setup, you know exactly how frustrating it gets when things just don't line up. This table is basically the answer to that headache. It is designed to lock in your circular saw, turning a standard tool into a precision cutting station. What really hits home is how it handles the tricky stuff. That 5-inch boom allows for some surprisingly tight angles, even down to a 212 pitch on double lap siding, which is usually where most people start losing their patience. The track for the blade is recessed, so you aren't constantly chewing up the table surface every time you make a pass. It is a small detail, but it saves you from having to replace the base constantly. Now the build is interesting. It is 87 pounds, which is substantial enough to feel solid on a job site, but it is mostly plastic construction. Some might find that a bit surprising given the price point, but it keeps the weight manageable for transport. You get 8 feet of base length, but with those 5-foot extensions on either side, you are looking at an 18-foot workspace. That is massive for long soffit panels. The built-in tape rules are a nice touch, though you should probably double-check them against your own tape the first time just to be safe. Setting it up is straightforward, and it breaks down quickly enough that you aren't dreading the end of the day. The dual wing supports are the real star here, especially when you are dealing with wider material that usually wants to sag or tip over. It keeps everything flat and steady. If there is a downside, it is the weight limit. It is rated for 50 pounds, which is fine for siding, but don't go thinking you can pile heavy lumber on this thing. It is a specialized tool, not a general-purpose workbench. Also, because of the plastic frame, you do have to be a bit mindful of how you treat it in the back of a truck. It is not indestructible, so don't go throwing it around like a steel sawhorse. Honestly, for someone doing siding work day in and day out, the time saved on measuring and fighting with the saw is worth the investment. It turns a messy, imprecise job into something that feels almost like a factory process. It is not perfect, and it definitely has a specific purpose, but if you are tired of uneven cuts and wasted material, this thing is going to make your life a whole lot easier.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.